Sunday afternoon. Hi, race fans. I'm Daryl Franklin. Welcome to the Rockford Speedway for the Coca-Cola 200 Remax Challenge Series race, a 200-lap feature race for the Remax Challenge Series cars. Also on the program is a feature race for the Mid-America Sportsman and a feature race for the Legend cars. Brad Wagner set fast time here with Steve Carlson second fast. So let's go racing.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this great opportunity to get back together as a racing community and kick off a new season of excitement and entertainment and family fun. We ask that you look over all these drivers today, bring them home safely to the checkered flag, and the fans safely home to their homes tonight. We ask this in your Son's name. Shalom and amen.
And remain standing, ladies and gentlemen, singing our national anthem here today, Carmel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, are we ready to go racing? Big another hand for Carmel, singing our... Look over the field as they come around, green flag, and we're racing. Trying to break out on top, using that outside groove, the number 7 of Dennis Ravis. Ravis taking the point. Matt Olson in a 32, getting a little loose. Look out, he hangs on to it. Josh Nelms in a 50 car, really getting loose, coming through 3 and 4. Right now in the bubble spot is the 05 of Josh Beller out of Randolph Lake, Wisconsin. It's the red 05 on the bubble. They all want to be up in that top 4, so those are the positions to watch. Seven, Dennis Ravis moving up out of a hobby stock into the Mid-America Stock Car Series, so he's all of a sudden finding out a lot more horsepower underneath that hood. Putting a challenge on right behind him out of Big Bend, Danny Church in a 9 Cup. Sure. And he looks to the inside, shouldn't really go for it too hard. The top 4 positions transfer. But like we were talking earlier, you want to win the race. You don't care if you're transferring. Side by side as they come around, and Church is going to take over that number 1 position. Danny Church out in front. Josh Nelms in a 50 car, exit the track. Taking that car in, he said he was having some problems with that yesterday. The 43 car, Jamie Dorsey, battling the 85 of Rowe, and Matt Rowe gets around Dorsey. And that Quaker State 79 car of Dan Randolph, kind of hanging out back. They're halfway home. 8 laps remaining. This time by there'll be 7 laps remaining. The laps counting down on the NASCAR Winston Racing Rockford Speedway scoreboard. Matt Rose sitting in that number 5th position. That doesn't transfer. There is quite a distance between that 4th and 5th place position. There'll be 5 laps to go this next time. console. Some fluid seems to be coming out of the number 85, possible fluid. I believe we also heard a big boom when that car went into the corner.
Oh, my!
Mounted in that fluid is the 79. And we have our first yellow of the 2000 season.
That is correct, the first yellow. All right, pace car pulls off as they come around. Kevin's going to look over the field, and he does. Green flag, and we're back racing.
4 laps to go. Making a move on the inside, the number 43 trying to move up into that front spot. Jamie Dorsey out of Rockford. Can't quite do it.
Josh Bauer trying to hang on to it. Those top 4 positions transfer. He's got to hang on to that.
3 laps to go. Church comfortably out in front. And we got a move for that 4th spot again down in the inside.
Oh, and he exchanged some paint, and he comes around. Oh, my. They're not really that interested in it.
Yes. What about Ramos in the 7?
All right, as they come around this time, Kevin looks it over. Green flag, and we're back racing.
Trying to nose on the inside right away is the 43. Jamie Dorsey out of Rockford, Illinois, ducking to the inside, trying to pick up that transfer spot from Don Pettit.
And he does do it.
Right sucked out.
Oh, and he ducks it back down to the inside. My, oh my, Pettit coming right back around on the inside.
And Pettit might work here this time. He's got that 4th spot. Here they come for the checkered Church, your winner.
Oh, it's going to be Church and then the 7 car of Rabbis. Top 4 up the back of the pack as the car corner pace car turns the lights out on it. 1 lap to go as they give the signal, tighten up the pack. Watch that pace car as they bring it around. As they bring it down the backstretch, trying to keep everything together. Inex Legend Cars in a Spring Classic 30 lap championship. Pace car pulls to the outside. The starter looks over the field. They pack it up. He looks at it. Green flag, and we're racing.
Brad Pop taking the initial lead as they get 3 and 4 wide down the back straightaway.
The 59 car of Larry Will gets a little fluttery coming into 1 and as he drops way back.
BJ Goodnow out in front in the 114. 1 lap, 2 different leaders.
And a 67 of Brad Pop holding off on that second place car. The 77 car looking for a way around.
69, our heat race winner from last night, currently running 4th, Al Smith.
And Clayton Cruz in a 3K running 5th in those 2 cars that are painted almost identical. Different body style, but same kind of paint.
These drivers trying to find a groove that they like and feel comfortable in. Some of them working the tight inside line, some working a little bit higher line.
E.J. Gooden's got the right groove, though, as he heads around and moves away from the rest of the pack.
Gooden running anywhere he wants on the quarter-mile high banks of the Rockford Speedway. A 3-way battle for that second spot, shaping up. Here goes the 69, last night's heat race winner, Al Smith.
Look out, they could if he ducks to the inside. Oh, and he gets a little squirrely in a 77 and loses a couple spots.
Smith now to the inside, trying to take over second spot from the 67 car of Brad Pop.
And a 3K of Clayton Cruz on the move now. He tries to take that high line as the 77 car, Ron Storr, tries to settle in and find a groove.
Cruz really cruising up there now, running in that 4th spot, beginning to close in on the 67 car, and that is Pop. Meanwhile, Gooden checking out on the field. He's halfway back to Iowa.
Gary Lamont now in a 63 car making a couple of moves up there. Of course, the 77 car of Ron Storr moving back, giving way to the 63 car.
22 laps to go this time by, 22 to go. The 3K, Clayton Cruz now trying to move up in the 3rd spot. And whoa, they almost came together coming out of turn number 2.
With Brad Pop on the outside, he tries to give him a little bit of room.
Cruz taking over that third position. His team car, the 68, Jeff Way, trying to follow.
Gary Lamont making that quick maneuver to stay out of the way of the 68 car, getting a little squirrely. And he looks to the inside of Way on the 68.
Side by side. Fender to fender, the 63 and the 68.
BJ Gooden in the 114 car, way out in front now.
Spot. Frank Candle now shaping up for fourth spot. The 67 up top. Down to the inside, the black 63 car of Lamont.
Oh, and we got a spin up there, 78. 78 Herman Rennick. Pulls up into the pit area as they come around. Starter looks it over. Green flag, and we're back racing.
Making a move once again for that fourth spot is the black 63. Gary Lamont out of West Allis, Wisconsin, moves up in the fourth.
And now it's going to be Al Smith is right on B.J. Gooden's tail end. And he's going to try to find that spot around and not let B.J. way out in front like he did last time.
That's for sure. Smith definitely keeping him in his sights this time around.
A little confidence builder here as he can stick right on his tail end and get some good air.
Halfway home this time by, 15 in the books, 15 laps to go.
And the starter, that's one of the ones we didn't tell you about. You'll see the yellow and the blue and yellow flag out there, waving it back and forth, telling them it's halfway.
Cross flags.
Well, look out, the 67 goes around, the 77, oh my, and everybody else gets around him. The pace car goes up into the pits. The starter looks over the field again. Green flag, and we're back racing.
Okay, we're halfway home. Keep an eye on some of those back markers now. They got forced to the back after that last incident. Still out in front, the 114 of B.J. Gooden.
69 of Al Smith. He's still looking there. He's keeping up now this time. The last two restarts, he's kept that distance close. We'll see if he can do something once BJ gets his tire score in a little bit.
I think he's actually trying to draft.
There you go. He's trying to really draft the field here and make it a little better. He flutters a little bit through the corners, so you got to keep an eye on that.
12 laps to go. It up a little bit there in turn number 2, allows the black 63 of Gary Lamont to close in just a little bit. And we got a battle back there for sixth spot now. The 78 and the 59 going at it. Herman Grenning to the 78 and the 59 of Larry Will. Laps to go.
Al Smith just sitting comfortable in second place. He takes a peek every so often. Not making that move yet. Maybe he's waiting right down to the end.
Playing posture.
There you go. Sleeping in the back. Looks a little bit there.
This time by, it'll be 8 laps to go.
Clayton Cruz in the 3K sitting in third place. Trying to hold off the 63 car of Gary Lamont.
Kirk Hansick beginning to move up a little bit in the red number 6. 7 laps to go.
Third and fourth place now. Battle's back there for third place. As the 63 of Lamont looks to the inside of Cruz.
68 car got way high. Jeff Way was way up high in turn number 4 on the last lap. Possibly his tires might be going away just a little bit.
I think that track's probably warming up just a little bit now.
And the 114
little bit of a paint exchange right there between a 6 and a 59 car. Kurt Jumanzik and Al Smith. Larry Will exchanges a little bit of paint.
3 laps to go. It's now or never.
Al Dirks in a 29 car now sitting low as B.J. Gooden comes up, puts him a lap down.
2 laps to go. This time by 2 laps to go. White flag out. Can Gooden hold on?
And behind him, Al Smith in a 69. See if Al Smith's going to make a move right to the end.
As well, the 3K of Cruz and the 63 of Lamont going at it.
Coming up on some slower traffic, they come around. It's going to be B.J. Gooden. Oh, the 29 causes a little bit of problem there, but Cruz finishes third and Lamont in fourth.
He already has his helmet off. Yeah, he's catching a breath, a drink of that official drink of NASCAR, Coca-Cola. Puts on the Coca-Cola champion hat. Ladies and gentlemen, he comes to the Rockford Speedway out of Burlington, Iowa. Let's give a big round of applause for the man this day in the INEX Legend Series cars, B.J. Gooden. B.J., an excellent run for you, but you know, you stretched out your lead halfway through the race, then all of a sudden a caution flag erases your lead.
Yeah, it does, and that 69 red coupe is really fast this weekend, and I wanted to pull us off, and I just want to thank my Aunt Diane, Rocket Diane, that is. Wish she could have made it today. She sponsored me last night. Little thing we got going on in the family. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, my girlfriend, her parents, and all my other fans, Francine, and your kids, and probably leaving people out, but I'm glad to put on a good race and come out on top.
How's it like to drive Rockford Speedway in one of these legend cars?
That's one of the best feelings you could ever have. I mean,
It is?
our cars ain't as big as the late models, but they sure feel like they're going fast.
You certainly are, and you did an outstanding job in that first race Saturday night. Grounds were a little slippery, and I noticed you feathering the throttle quite a bit, just kind of saving the car for today.
Yes, I was. I didn't want to put it in the wall on the wet. It was pretty dangerous out there, and I'm just glad to come out of that one safe.
We look forward to seeing you throughout the 2000 year here at the Rockford Speedway. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for B.J. Gooden.
Making a well-deserved
The winner.
hold on.
And behind him, Al Smith in a 69. See if Al Smith's going to make a move right to the end.
As well, the 3K of Cruz and the 63 of Lamont going at it.
Coming up on some slower traffic, they come around. It's going to be B.J. Gooden. Oh, the 29 causes a little bit of problem there, but Cruz finishes third.
Starting alongside in a 97 Cutlass out of Everett, Indiana, number 37 of Don Penn. Starting in row 9 on the inside, in an car out of Big Bend, Wisconsin, Kennedy Church. And on the outside in row number 9, 7 car, 95 Grand Prix, Ontario, Wisconsin.
It is Rebus.
Next row in the car number 01. Out of Rockdale, Illinois, a 2000 Monte Carlo, a second-generation driver, son of a former Santa Fe Speedway dirt track champion. It's Bill Nippenberg Jr. Starting alongside in the car number 09, a 94 Lumina. Out of Mokina, Illinois, Peter Hernandez.
All right, in row number 7, starting on the outside is going to be the 33 car in a 99 Grand Prix out of Prairie, Illinois, Greg Thompson. On the inside of him in a 91 car out of Ingleside, Illinois, in a 2000 Monte Carlo, Chuck Terrelt Jr.
Next up, your fast qualifier in the Valvoline 97 Thunderbird Troy Shear Racing entry. the number 6 of Mark Plur out of West Allis, Wisconsin. And starting next to him in the car number 36, a 2000 Monte Carlo out of Burlington, Wisconsin, it's Scotty Poritz.
In row number 10 on the outside in a 99 Grand Prix out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, in the 10 car, Bobby Gutnick. On the inside of row number 5 out of Bell Lake, Wisconsin, in a 2000 Monte Carlo, car number 3, Mike Monroe.
Row number 4 on the outside in the car number 5. He drives anything with a steering wheel and 4 wheels. The Franklin Flyer, Bill Preetzel. And starting next to him in the car number 18, a 2000 Monte Carlo out of Waterloo, Wisconsin, Jesse Wilcox.
In row number 3 on the outside from Palos Hills, Illinois, in a 2000 Monte Carlo and car number 65, Jim Malinowski. And on the inside of row number 3 in the 6 car, this is out of Racine, Wisconsin, in a 99 Monte Carlo, Mike DeKester.
Row number 2 on the outside in the car number 88, a 2000 Ford Taurus out of McHenry, Illinois, Rick Corso. And starting next to him in the car number 97, a 99 Monte Carlo out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, James Swan.
All right, starting in the front row on the outside in a 2000 Intrepid, Dodge Intrepid out of Burlington, Illinois, in the 8 car, Jimmy Becker. And starting on the pole out of Kaukauna, Wisconsin, in a 95 Grand Prix in the 53 car, Rod Brewer.
And that is our field for our Surge 50, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Race fans, are you ready? Backstretch, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go racing!
All right, and we get them fired up, ready to go. The Thunder here at Rockford Speedway in the year. Let's wave our hats, wave our programs to these drivers as they come by. 4 wide down the front stretch. My, oh my.
Godspeed to all, gentlemen. Beautiful 5 rows of 4.
My, oh my, as the field looks great here at the Rockford Speedway, wide enough that they can put those 4 cars side by side, and now they move up.
20th and May 7th, they're going to be at Wisconsin International Raceway.
And the signal goes out, the lights are out on top of that pace car. As they bring it around, the field looks good. Kevin will look over that field as they come down the back stretch. 520 horsepower apiece. And a pace car ducks to the outside and exits the track. Kevin looks over the field. The Coca-Cola Surge 50 green flag, and we're racing.
Still side by side into that first and second turn down the back straightaway. It's the Dodge Intrepid taking a point, and it looks like it is going to be the Canadian prepared Dodge Intrepid, the number 8, your leader of the first lap, Jimmy Becker.
All right, so the Becker is going to be out in front in a 2000 Dodge Intrepid.
First lap on American soil.
All right, you've seen it right here. History's been made.
Trying to move up is the 88 car, of course, so he's already got a tire mark on the left side there, right by the first 8.
My, oh my, and a little bit more paint exchange there with the 53 car of Rod Brewer.
Currently in 4th spot is the number 18 car of Jesse Wilcox.
And a 91. Well, a little bit of flutter in there. Mark Fleur in a 6 car. The pair of 6 side by side. And Fleur flutters a little bit through 3 and 4.
Fleur working the outside, but meanwhile, up at the point, we got a battle shaping up for the lead. The 53 car of Brew takes a peek on the inside, trying to wrestle that front spot away. He's a little bit loose coming out of turn number 2.
And it's the Intrepid, takes that high line, but hangs on to that lead.
Right now, 2 distinct grooves out there on the quarter-mile high banks. Down the back straightaway, it looks like we're going to have a new leader. It's going to be Brew taking over the lead out of Kokona, Wisconsin. Trying to follow through in the second spot, Rick Corso in the 88. Corso in the 88 moving up into that second spot now. Field being followed closely by the number 18 of Jesse Wilcox.
And Mark Plur now has taken over that move up there, and DeKeister has moved back. DeKester in the orange 6 car has moved back a couple of spots and given room to Mark Plur as he ducks down to the inside.
9 laps are now complete. Now they're beginning to get in a single file a little bit. A couple of drivers taking a look on the inside, including Mike Monroe in the car number 3. Mike Monroe down on the inside to number 3, trying to work his way past the 97 of James Swan.
Plur and Melanowski are battling it out back there for a position side by side, trying to find both those grooves.
And they're going to be coming up on the back marker, the number 37 of Don Pettit out of Hebron, Indiana. That white 97 Cutlass going to be going down a lap shortly. He's been given the courtesy flag, and I'm sure he's going to tuck as tight as he can to the inside.
And there they come. He's 1 lap down to 37 car of Don Pettit.
Drifts up a little bit high in turn number 2 there.
All right, let's see if that develops into something else. The 88 car, Rick Corso, trying to find a way around.
And we got a lot of smoke in the number 9, our earlier last chance race winner and a heat race winner as well. The number 9 looks like he's in trouble, and it looks like he's going to stay high. Whoa, we got a couple of cars together, the 97 and the 3. The 97 and the 3 coming together. Looks like a front.
But they come around. Kevin looks over the field. Green flag, and we're back racing.
Down to the inside. Corso tries. He can't quite hold it down on that inside.
Jim Malinowski on the 65 car making a move on a couple of positions there on this restart.
Also the Franklin Flyer, Bill Priestel on the move in the 5. Actually, I think we got 2 Dodges right next to each other there.
Yeah.
Priestel's got one of the older models.
Well, that's true. And then you got the 2000 Intrepid out there. Side by side. Mark Plur sitting right in there in that group of 3. But it's going to be the 53 car of Rod Brew out there trying to hold off the lead right now with 33 laps to go.
Laps to go this time by 32. Field beginning to string out just a little bit. Bobby Goodnick down on the inside, picking up a spot.
Wilcox liking that outside line there as he tries to come around in the 18 car, looking for a spot.
And the 8 cars definitely seems to be falling off the pace here. Number 8 of Jimmy Becker in that 2000 Intrepid is beginning to look, something's definitely wrong with that car. He's not running as strong as he was in the beginning.
That's true, and we got to keep an eye on Brew too, because it seems like when he's coming out of those corners, he's off the pace just a little bit. So the 88 car of Corso could make a move there. He's slowing down a lot more than the rest of the pack.
About 29 laps to go now in the Surge 50 presented by Coca-Cola.
And now the 37 car of Pettit now plays another part in this field. Oh!
Our fast qualifier, Mark Floor, getting a little sideways, a little bit of tire smoke as he gathered it back up there in turn number 4. Bobby Goodnick down in the number 10 to the inside of Floor. Goodnick trying to pick up a spot. And if he does, that's going to move him into 6th position. Not quite at the stripe.
Mark Fleur now, he comes out in front of him, but Fleur seems to be having a little bit of handling problems here as he goes into the corners. We'll keep an eye on him.
They'll be halfway home this next time by, halfway home. Cross flag signal will come from starter Kevin Hetzel. 25 laps complete, 25 laps to go in the surge. 50 presented by Coca-Cola, your leader at the halfway point. The 53 of Rod Brew, running in second, the 88 of Corso. Third is the number 18 of Wilcox.
And Malinowski bringing up fourth, and then the 5 car of Prietzel, and then Mark Fleur, and a 10 car of Bobby Gutnick.
Then we pick up the 36 car, that would belong to Scotty Foritz, followed by the 6 car of DeKester, and that is Mike DeKester, and I believe that's our top 10, unofficial.
That is true. Anything we say is definitely unofficial. All right, the videotape's going on. You can see him out in the infield. Mike Monroe trying to make a move on the 33 car. Frank Thompson. Thompson's way high. Side by side down the backstretch. All right, getting the word on Brew in a 53 car. Rod Brew out of Kaukauna, Wisconsin's never led a Mid-America race here. Oh my! Malinowski. Challenged by Bill Prietzel.
And now your fast qualifier, Mark Fleur, has gotten on the inside of Gutnick, and now he's down on the inside, challenging the number 5 of Prietzel.
And a little warning message from the starter to the 65 car of Jim Malinowski.
They're going to be coming up on the tail. We got 2 drivers racing for position right in front of the leaders. They're racing in the back of the pack, but they are both lap cars.
All right, so 7 and 32, that's Dennis Rabbis, and at 32 of Matt Olson, right in front of the leaders.
Corso now makes a move down on the inside. Corso trying to take the lead in lap traffic.
And it is the slower traffic is giving some opportunities now to the front end of the race.
The 32 car doing what he's supposed to do. Matt Olson ducked to the inside. That closed it off for Corso. But now they've got the number 7 of Rabbis right in front of them.
Rabbis trying to take that move immediately, and the 37 car in a way as he tries to duck down and get out of the way.
Corso trying to work that inside of the 53 car of Brew. Meanwhile, Prietzel still in a tight battle with the 6 of Fleur and the 10 of Gutnick, and the 7 car is retiring to the infield.
Oh my! And now we've got the other slower traffic in a 97. James Swan out of Lake Geneva now is going to be the next contender playing with the front end of the field.
And the hood pops up on the 6 car of Mike DeKester. I believe he is going to receive the consultation flag shortly.
Okay, well, look out.
Yellow coming out for the 01 of Bill Nippenberg Jr.
As DeKester's got the hood up on that orange 6 car.
And they don't. Rockford Speedway and NASCAR. Green's back out. And the 91, Jaco Taralt getting way high. Scrubs the right side on that wall just a little bit. Now Corso to the inside, some open racetrack. Whoa, and he trades some paint with Brew.
And Brew, ever leading one, doesn't really know what it is. And the 88 car, Corso, bumping him and saying, hey, I need a little bit of room here. You got to pick one groove or the other. You can't have it all.
And Corso sticking to his lower groove, occasionally drifting up just a little bit. We
got the Ford going after the Chevy. The Ford on the inside. Corso going after the Chevy of Bruce.
Side by side now as they come around.
And we are yellow.
Yellow. Caution's out. Mark Fleur goes way high as he... And Kevin looks over the field and he brings it around. Green flag and we're back racing.
On the restart, Rick Corso dives to the inside.
Side by side down the backstretch. And it could be the 88 of Corso taking over that lead as they come by. And my, oh my, he could go back 2 positions. Oh!
And your leader got out of shape, your previous leader, trying to hang on to second.
Oh, no.
And we got the Dodge car turned around there, the number 8 car of Jimmy.
Kevin looks over the field.
Coming out of turn. Oh, some bumper cars there. And actually that Avenger of Pretzel now has a rearranged front end.
That is true as they check up and everybody not paying attention. Fleur still experiencing those handling problems as he squiggles a little bit coming out of 2.
Corso now trying to get out to a Sunday afternoon drive. Monroe on the move in that black number 3 trying to regain some of those spots that he lost earlier. 5 laps to go.
And Becker in the 8th, the 2000 Dodge Intrepid off the pace a little bit. Slowing down. Looks like he could be taking that Cascar body car, Canadian built, off the track.
Whoa, and a double spin and a lot of damage to the front end of the 97. Caution coming out. We got all kinds of sheet metal. The 6 car to get.
Time as he does, they pick it up, see if they check it up, start their restart. And they bring it around. Kevin looks at it, green flag, and we're back racing.
Between a restart on that, go around, and there's going to be 3 laps to go this next time by. Your top 2 pulling away from the rest of the field. This time by, 3 laps to go.
And we can watch now to see if Jesse Wilcox is going to make a move on the 88 car of Corso. Malinowski hanging back there in 3rd place.
2 laps to go. White flag out one line. Fire, Fleur together. We're white so far. We're staying white so far.
Fleur spins it around. He gets it back under power. They come around.
The yellow was already out. Apparently the yellow already had been displayed.
Up and out. They come around. They get the green and white. 1 lap. It's a sprint to the finish.
Corso with an open racetrack in front of him down the back straightaway for the final time. Coming through 3 and 4. 1 last chance for the 18 of Wilcox, but it's going to be Rick Corso, your winner.
And it's going to be the Ford that prevails in that 2000 Taurus out of... And let's have a big round of applause for Rick Corso, the winner of the proud USA Mid-American Stock Cars Surge 50 by Coca-Cola. All right, Rick, if you turn around here and face the crowd a little bit, we'll spend a few moments with you. Congratulations to you on your victory. Good way to start off the year. But I did notice one thing during that race. During the race, when the caution flag came out, you had one heck of a surge coming out of turn number 4 to take advantage to get to the lead.
That's called power-built motors, ATD transmissions, performance unlimited chassis, and a dang good crew, guys. Hey, this one's for all the sponsors, too. Haney Construction, Adam Carstar, Jim Adams Auto Body, Lube Express, McHenry Welding, Performance Chassis, Performance Unlimited, Nettleton Specialized Carriers, and we got Nelson's Auto Salvage, which just hasn't got on the roof yet. Hey, we've been second here at Rockford 3 times, guys. We got to win!
All right, let's hear it for Rick Corso.
To the finish. Corso with an open racetrack in front of him down the back straightaway for the final time. Coming through 3 and 4. One last chance for the 18 of Wilcox, but it's going to be Rick Corso, your winner.
And it's going to be the Ford that prevails in that 2000 Taurus. Brakes Chevrolet hails from Johnsburg, Illinois. Please welcome Tim Bell. Starting on the inside of row number 13 in the Structural Transport Ford Taurus. Car number 9 from Stratford, Wisconsin, it's Mark Kraus. He'll start the field, start the race from the back of the field, but he'll line up outside of row number 12. In the Power Source Engines Chevrolet, number 30 from Crestwood, Illinois, please welcome John Nutley. In the Sports Now Pagers Chevrolet, he hails from Janesville, Wisconsin. Brand new team for this driver. Please help me welcome Travis Quapple. A rookie on the series in the year 2000, driver of car number 18. It's sponsored by Conco Paints, Menards Home Improvements, and Quaker State. Please welcome from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Paul Menard. Starting on the inside of row number 11, another rookie. The car is sponsored by Matthews Solo Cam Bose. It's a Chevrolet Monte Carlo from Sparta, Wisconsin, number 21, Tim Schendel. Row number 10 on the outside, the John Deere Chevrolet. From Deerfield, Wisconsin, put your hands together for Roy Aitchison. The winner of the qualifying race will go from the inside of row number 10, the Assembly Products Chevrolet. From Montello, Wisconsin, Jeff Kendall. Outside, row number 9, new team for this driver. He hails from Wheaton, Illinois. It's the Lisa Thomas Salon Chevrolet. Let's hear it for Fast Eddie Hoffman. Inside, row number 9 in the First Midwest Bank Chevrolet. He hails from Davenport, Illinois, number 29, Justin Dirks. Row 8 on the outside from Antigo, Wisconsin, the Coleman Racing Products Chevrolet, a rookie in the year 2000 on the Remax Challenge Series. Please welcome the driver of car number 19, Troy Nelson. Inside, row number 8 from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's the Southwest Motorsports Premier Racing Products Chevrolet, number 20, Johnny Spaw. Outside, row number 7, a rookie in the Hot Shot Racing Chevrolet from Lakeville, Minnesota. Car number 27, Dan Fredrickson. Inside, row number 7, the EDC Water Treatment Pontiac from Roscoe, Illinois. Car number 42, Matt Milan. Outside, row number 6, in the Sierra Race Products Chevrolet, he hails from Wausau, Wisconsin. The driver of car number 25, please welcome Scott Wimmer. Inside row number 6, another brand new team here in the year 2000. He drives the Premier Bedliners Chevrolet from East Hazel Crest, Illinois. Please welcome Larry Middleton Jr. South Bend, Indiana, the hometown for the driver of the Garrity Engines Chevrolet. Please welcome car number 24, J.R. Rohrig. Sponsored by EWT Incorporated and Honeywell. It's a Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Car number 01, this driver hails from DeKalb, Illinois. Please welcome Ron Breeze Jr. We go to the outside of row number 4. Sponsored by EWT Incorporated and Avico Oil. He hails from Rockford, Illinois. And your Bud Pole Fast Qualifier, let's hear it for Brad Wagner.
Brad, we are going to let's just sneak in here and have a quick word with Brad. First career Bud pole, and it came at a track you're very, very familiar with.
Yeah, the car we pulled right out of the trailer, and the car was real good, and it surprised me to get the lap we turned.
You run here on a weekly basis for 13 years, and you haven't had a lot of success here. Bad luck always seems to bite you when it comes to NASCAR Tourer racing. You think the Rockford Speedway owes you one?
I hope this is the year we do it, because it's the year 2000, and this should be the year.
All righty, we're going to let you collect your hardware from Budweiser and Tom and Jody Deary. One more time, your fast qualifier, Brad Wagner. Going from the inside of row number 4, he drives the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Motor Oil Chevrolet from West Salem, Wisconsin, the winner of the last 4 Remax series here at Rockford. Let's hear it for Steve Carlson. Row number 3 on the outside. He drives the Sports Now Pagers Chevrolet from McFarland, Wisconsin. Please welcome the driver, the number 86, Pete Moore. Inside, row number 3, it's the Victor Ford Taurus from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Help me welcome the driver, the number 52, Scott Hansen. Outside, row number 2, a rookie in the year 2000. He drives the Magic Construction Ford Taurus from Beloit, Wisconsin. Please welcome Ryan Hansen. Inside row number 2, the Gildan Activewear Bumper-to-Bumper Auto Parts and Service Center Chevrolet, your defending Remax Challenge Series champion. Let's hear it for Brian Hoppy. The 2 drivers that will go from row number 1. First, we'll meet the gentleman on the outside of row number 1. Another Sports Now Pagers Chevrolet. This youngster hails from Marshall, Wisconsin. Please welcome Nathan Hasley. And the pole sitter for the Coca-Cola Classic 200. He drives the Jensen Audio Chevrolet from Greenfield, Minnesota. Let's hear it for John Lemke. Those are the 26 starters for the Coca-Cola Classic 200. 200 laps around the quarter-mile Rockford Speedway.
Oh, racing!
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Rockford Speedway, it is time to Let's Go Racing. The crew members, you can see the hands up. Looks like everybody's hand is up. And the pace car now pulling away the car corner. Pace car.
And he pulls it out. Tom Powell, our starter here today, doing his classic thing as they get the cars pulled out, give them the signal, get them ready to go. The hands are up on the crew members saying that everything's good to go. We are ready to pull them out. As Tom Powell files down the field, giving them a signal to pull it out and bring it on.
Once again, the crew members now taking their places in the infield. Hopefully their service is not going to be needed.
That's right, no planned pit stops here this afternoon. No planned pit stops here this afternoon.
They do not need to stop for fuel. It's just John Lemke on the outside, the 87.
Tom Powell giving the signal, 1 lap to go as the lights go out on top of the car corner Pontiac pace car here at Rockford Speedway.
Nathan Hasley on the outside. Nathan Hasley coming around.
Car pulls off the track. The field packs up. Tom Powell looking over the field. As they come by, he looks over closely. Green flag, and we're racing.
Charging into turn number 1. Working the outside. Hasley taking the lead at the point. Good clean start, 1 lap in the books this time by Hasly, your leader.
And Lemke in the 17 car falling into second place as they head down the backstretch.
Defending Cherry's champion, Ryan Hoppy in the 51 down on the inside, challenging the number 60 of Ryan Hansen in the battle for third.
And then it's going to be the 86 car. The 86 car of Pete Moore. And then a 39 car of Brad Wagner. That should be about the top 6 cars right there, single file.
There'll be 4 laps complete this time by. Steve Carlson in the Trop Arctic 66, trying to begin moving up now through the field. He is currently up to 8th spot.
And a 30 car of Nutley is going to play a part here very quickly as the front end of the field's coming up and closing that gap.
Coming out of the left-hand place, beginning to move up about the best out of that group is the number 97 of Roy Inkson.
And now the 17 car of John Lemke checks up on the inside and sees if there's room to get around.
Trying to take a peek on the inside is the number 39 of Brad Wagner, your fast qualifier.
Lemke and Hasly. Lemke right off the back corner. Hasly goes high. And now the 30 car of Nutley could play a part. As they come by, they're moving around, and it's not even a factor.
Nutley does a good job getting out of the leader's way. Single file sweeping past him on the outside.
Now Lemke regroups as he goes by that slower traffic to see if he can find that spot again and come around Hasly.
Lemke working the inside, holds it just a little bit tighter coming out of the corner. Let's see what he does through 3 and 4. Lemke making a move for the lead. Lemke side by side. Hasly keeps it.
And Hoppy for 4th place. He's trying to come around a 60 car of Hansen.
Lemke really working that inside groove. Gets a little bit loose coming out of 4. Has to fall back in behind Hasly.
Hoppy once again tries to tuck out of corner number 2 down to the inside. Looking at it, he comes up. Oh my, look out! And we've got a bunch of cars, 5 cars involved in that. The 21 car didn't quite get on the binders quick enough. Tim Schindel.
Down here in the Travis Cropple pit, the 35 car, once again, doesn't appear to be major damage to the car other than the front nose cone bent up, and they're going to be able to rivet it that back into position for Travis Cropple, one-time late model driver here at the Rockford Speedway. Then over in turn number 3.
Also involved. There you can see the damage to the 21 car. Tough break for him, for Kendall. The Assembly Products Kendall Tires Chevrolet out of Montello in the points last year. Looking for the green. Green's back out. 25 laps complete, 175 to go in the Coca-Cola.
And Nutley started up in front, drops off very quickly as he is a new driver in there, stays down low, doing a good job, the sportsmanlike thing to stay to the inside.
One thing the driver's always wanting to know and always trying to make sure the first couple laps after a caution period, as much work as the track crew does to try and make sure that racetrack is clean, they hope every little piece of metal got picked up.
That is true, and now the 35 car of Travis Guapol, he's hanging in the back end there, just trying to make sure that car is running okay before he tries to get aggressive and move back up.
And officially retired from the event, Paul Menard suspension.
All right, so you see the Menard vehicle sitting on the infield, driver's out. Paul Menard is out of the vehicle, and he's going to retire.
30 laps complete. Ryan Hoppy to the inside, trying to pick up that third spot. Hoppy all over the rear quarter panel of the 60 car of Ryan Hansen. Hoppy not wasting any time. He says, I want to get up there with those top 2. official now. He is retired with suspension problems as well, and it looks like the 00 may be retiring. We haven't got an official word just yet.
As they're pushing that 00 car in, he could be retired. It looks like they're making room to get him off that the pit area concourse way.
Now your top two beginning to pull away. Now making a move on the inside is the 17 car of Lemke. John Lemke taking a peek on the inside of Hasley. Lemke and Hasley down the back straightaway.
And it's going to be the 60 car. He's holding off on that third place position. Ryan Hansen in the 60 car holding off that third place position. Lemke and Hasley side by side.
Lemke seems to be getting just a little bit better bite through the inside of the corner. And now down the front straightaway, though, Hasley seems to pull him just a little bit, but he hasn't been able to slam the door on him. So good side-by-side racing, and they're going to be encountering some lap traffic very shortly.
So it could be interesting as Hoppy is still running in fourth place behind a 60 car of Hansen, and he's trying to find a spot to come around. He hasn't found that comfortable groove. He is moving from the bottom to the top of the racetrack.
Another battle for position, the 20 car and the 19 car. The 20 car and Johnny Thaw working by the 19 of Troy Nelson. That is a battle for position.
Waffle hanging back there. He could be having a little bit of handling problems without that front end on there, as it does provide a lot of aerodynamics to these cars to have all those body parts on the car.
This next time by, we're going to have 40 laps complete. 40 laps complete in the Coca-Cola Classic.
All right.
Classic, the 200.
The signal goes out to the 55 car to move over. The leaders are coming around. Tim Bell in a 55 car, along with the 30 car of Nutley.
Also officially retiring Jeff Kendall, suspension. At the same time that's going on, we got a good battle between the 8 and the 52. Scott Hansen in the 52 and the 8 car of Eddie Hoffman.
And they bring it around. Hasley once again settles up in that spot right in front of Lemke with about a car length between them. All right, so Lemke still trying to find that groove as Hasley's out in front. Hansen is running it fourth, and he comes around to the inside, checks it up on the 60 car of Hansen. I'm sorry, it's the 51 car of Hoppy checking up on Hansen.
Hoppy has just been all over Hansen for quite a while now.
Oh, there was a little tap. There was a little tap just to let him know that he was back there.
And he might use that tap this time to get down on the inside. Here comes Brian Hoppy down the back straightaway.
Oh, my, is he going to give the room this time? As a little tap was just a reminder that he can't take the entire track.
Also getting ready to follow him is the 86 of Pete Moore. Moore wants to follow Hoppy through. Meanwhile, up at the front, those two still going at it. The 87 car of Hasley going at it with the 17 car of Lemke.
And Brad Wagner right there, about 4 or 5 car lengths behind in the 39 car, trying to find a couple spots to run. The 66 car now coming down to the inside, trying to make a challenge.
Once again, come up on some lap traffic. John Nutley doing a nice job getting to the inside. Carlson on the move in the black 66. Carlson now trying to move up into and take 6th spot. Carlson in the 66 has moved into 6th at lap 49.
Lemke is trying to get around Hasley, trying to take that low line, and he just can't do it. He doesn't have the bite to get into the corner and stay down there.
And a little bit of blue tire smoke as he scrubbed those tires coming off of turn number 2 the last time around. Let's see what he can do this time. We're coming up once again on a lap car. Going to put the number 9 of Mark Krause down a lap.
All right, so see if Krause gets out of the way. Tom Powell gives that signal. Hasley ducks down to the inside and see what that does. Now Lemke's right there, was 3 wide, real close coming out of 2.
Lemke on the inside. Hasley sticking to that outside groove. 52 laps are in the book.
Now Hoppy and Hansen have to contend with the 9 car of Krause. The 9 car of Krause, Hoppy and Hansen coming up.
Both of the drivers battling up front.
looking for their first Remax Challenge Series win of their racing career.
My, oh my. So that's why they're going at it so hard up front there. They both want that number 1 position. But you know, it's a long time in this race to go yet.
And Ryan Hansen only had 1 start in the series last year, and he's doing a pretty darn good job holding on to the defending series champion, the 51 of Hoppy.
So Hoppy still tries to check up on the inside of Hansen, but can't quite do it. Lemke once again moves down on the inside looking at Haslight.
And Carlson going to the inside of Pete Moore. Carlson in the 66 working Pete Moore in the 86. And right behind Carlson is the 01 of Ryan.
Oh, Peter Haslight. Oh, in the 86 car, there might be something in the corner up there, something on the track.
And we've got...
Yeah, man, he goes around.
Whoa, everybody missed him. There's some type of fluid on the track from somebody.
Right back in the pit is the 52, Scott Hansen. Once again now, the crew going, making some adjustment on the wedge bolts in the rear, the right rear, and they're also checking the circumference of the left rear tire just to check to see if they're running within specs. Scott Hansen patiently waiting, crew member letting them know where the pace car is so Scott Hansen can get out in time, not to lose a lap, and he's back into the field.
All right, so watching it. Still's got some handling issues. The pace car pulls up to off the track, and they come around Tom Powell looking over the field. As they come by this time, green flag, and we're back racing.
67 laps now complete in the 23rd Annual Spring Classic Coca-Cola 200.
And so the field will sort it out now as they come by. They've got to get the re-grip on the track now, find out what the conditions are as to the new track, or a little bit different track.
And the 30 car looks like he's headed to the pit area. John Nutley pulls off in the number 30. Down to the inside. Nutley takes the peak once, or Lemke takes the peak once again.
But I'll tell you what, Steve Carlson in the 66 car is right there, side by side. Lemke could take it over from Haslight as they come around, and Carlson's right there.
They almost thought about going 3 wide, but then decided better. And Carlson, though, not wasting any time. Carlson up in the second spot.
My, oh my, Lemke's blocking away now, but Steve Carlson in the 66 right there.
At the same time, the 01 of Ron Reese Jr. also right there, now running third. Your top 5 tight together down the back straightaway, the 87. Your previous leader, Haslight, and then the 51, the defending series champion, Hoppy.
My, oh my, what a change of events.
We understand that car number 19 is leaking fluid. He will be black flagged and is black flagged. The 19 of Troy Nelson in the Coleman Racing Products Marble Chevrolet out of Anago, Wisconsin. 73 laps complete. There will be 74 complete next time, bye.
All right, the 19 car, he's got that signal. He brings it down into the inside, and he's going to pull it down in the pits. We'll see if we can get Jim Ambrosio over there and see what's going on with that car.
Laps complete, 140 to go. Crew going to work on the rear of the 19. See if they can find out what that leaking problem is and get it repaired, get it back out.
All right, it's going to be Quapsel's going to play a part now here very shortly as he's bringing up the back end of the pack. And it's going to be Lemke that's going to be catching up to him. Steve Carlson in a 66 car coming up, and he looks inside, and he's going to try to find that position that he can come around Lemke.
Steve Carlson wants to see if he can make it 5 NASCAR Remax Challenge Series event wins in a row here at the Rockford Speedway with a win this afternoon.
My, oh my, that could be something to see right here, and he's only 1 car away from that, but a bunch of laps.
That's right, but the guy right in front of him is trying to win his first career series win.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement right up front. And then you got the 01 car, Ron Reese Jr. out of DeKalb, Illinois, laying in there in 3rd place.
Also beginning to move up is the number 24 car. J.R. Roaring out of South Bend, Indiana, the Garrity Engines powered machine.
Brad Wagner in the 39 car, in there behind a 25 and a 71 car. find someplace to be.
81 laps are now complete. 81 laps in the book. Your leaders moving past Travis Waffle. Waffle out there gets laps in, sticking to the inside for the all-important point.
All right, Lemke coming up on that slower traffic now. See what Steve Carlson's going to do with that now. 6 career wins in his Remax Challenge. See if he's going to use this slower traffic to his advantage, or can Lemke dominate?
Well, Bell is actually, I believe, racing for position with the number 9. So Bell takes over a spot, and now Bell will drift up to the inside.
And Lemke plays it right, stays on that outside group. Carlson right behind him as they head down the backstretch.
Now they're closing in on Scott Hansen. Hansen definitely must be having problems in the Victor Ford, number 52.
They made those adjustments, but maybe the adjustments didn't work quite just enough to help them stay competitive here this afternoon.
Troy Nelson, we understand, the number 19, retired from the event with a broken oil line.
Broken oil line in the 19 car.
And we have our 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Our 4th, 5th, and 6th place cars got tight together there as they were working the lap traffic. Haslai still maintaining that 4th spot, but here comes Brian Hoppy trying to nose by on the inside.
Tim Bell in the 55 car lap car playing a little bit of havoc now with that 4th, 5th, and 6th place position.
Well, you definitely know something's wrong with the 52 of Hansen because he's just gone down a lap. He doesn't go down a lap in any kind of race unless there's something wrong with that race car.
That's true. So they tried to make those adjustments in the pits, but it just quite wasn't enough.
Coming up on 89 laps complete. 89 laps complete this time by.
And it's going to be Lemke still holding off Steve Carlson. Steve Carlson is right there, but Lemke's using quite a bit of the track.
Battle back there for 7th spot. The 86 of Pete Moore, the 25 of Scott Wimmer, and the 39 car getting in there, making it a 3-way battle. 39 car belonging to Brad Wagner, your fast qualifier.
All right, so Steve Carlson looking down to the inside of Lemke. Very, very tight.
Carlson dives to the inside. Lemke slams, well, not really slams the door, just kind of closes it just a little bit.
Lemke's not sticking to that one groove. He's using up quite a bit of the track, or maybe he's got that center groove.
Running that middle groove just a little bit. And we got a spin in turn number 3 and 4, and that's the 39.
Brad Wagner.
Fast qualifier Wagner. The EWT Amco Oil Chevrolet.
Goes back in there now, and they're going to get ready to do another adjustment.
Once again, back into the pit area for Scott Hansen. The crew going to work. Going to change right front and right rear tires. At this time, just the right front. Also checking some suspension in the right front. The 27 also into the pit area. As the crew puts that original tire back on, apparently making some wedge bolt adjustments in the right front.
Johnny Spa in the 20 car pulls into the pit.
27 back out. Scott Hansen back out as well.
It's out there to that clean air. He might be able to do something. They come around. Top House looking at a green flag, and we're back racing.
And actually, Wagner a little sideways, and it looks like possibly something might be hanging just a little bit on the front end of the 39. He might have broken something, if nothing else, just the support for that front nose piece.
That is true, as he does get a little squirrely as he tries to do a pretty hard restart there. Steve Carlson comes up on the inside now and takes it back over in its physical position, second place on the track. He still remains in second position.
And the 01, Ron Reese Jr. running in 3rd, and they get the halfway signal. Actually 101 laps up there on the scoreboard, so that'd be 99 to go.
And it's Hoppy and Haslai back in about 4th and 5th position.
And J.R. Rorik in the 24, Pete Moore in the 86, 25 is Scott Wimmer, 71.
Well, look out! The 55 car comes around again. Oh, the 60 car.
60 car saying hello to the wall.
Ryan Hansen in a 60 car. He heads up in to keep us posted as to what's going on now. The 60 car of Ryan Hansen pulls in.
And Jim looking it over, and he's right next to the Hansen pit.
Ryan Hansen pulling into the pits, guys, has a ruptured radiator. As the crew begins to unbutton the hood and surveying the damage. It'll be a while before he'll be able to get back into the race.
First career NASCAR Remax Challenge Series win. The veteran, 66, Carlson, dogging him. Ron Reese Jr. running third. Green's back out.
My, oh my, Lemke ducks down to the inside. Carlson tries to take that outside groove.
Well, this is a total switch from the way they've been restarted.
No doubt. And he wants that inside groove.
Well, not anymore. Now he's going to the middle.
Oh, now Steve Carlson's trying to maneuver a little knock on the back door, saying, hey, I'll be back here.
And you decide, one way or the other. I'll give you the inside or I'll give you the outside, but you just decide where you want to go.
That's right. Just that little tap on the back end, letting him know he is back there. Maybe Lemke's not aware that anybody's behind him.
Except about 25 cars. Take a few. 90 laps to go. 90 laps. Top three pulling away. Still running in that 4 spot. Nathan Hasley in the 87. Brian Hoppy in the blue 51. Running fifth at the 24, J.R. Rory. Then you drop back to the blue 86. Pete Moore battling the black 25 of Scott Wimmer. At the 71 Middleton, the 8 Hoffman.
My, oh my, a great field of cars still out here.
Carlson down on the inside, tries to give a little love tap, seeing if he can just nudge Lemke out just a little bit.
Ron Breeze is sitting right back there, though, right behind Carlson. Almost looks like he was going to tap Carlson to let him know that he was back there and wanted a little bit of room.
Well, Breeze knows there's some laps left. He'll just kind of sit there and let these front two see if they end up maybe taking each other out.
That
and
is
just
true.
Kind of slide on through.
That's always that possibility here.
115 in the books this time by.
My, oh my. Lemke, if he can hang on to it, this would be his first Remax career win.
Carlson, if he can get it, it'd be 5 in a row here at Rockford.
So Lemke's got a pretty important job to spoil that running streak of Steve Carlson. He goes high. Carlson, almost took advantage of that. He saw an open door, but couldn't do it.
It's been a while, we understand, for Ron Reese. It's been a year and a half. He's got 2 Remax Challenge Series career wins, but it's been about a year and a half since he picked up a checkered flag in one.
Carlson comes up on the inside, a half a car length as they go across that start-finish line, side by side, now out of 2.
Lemke powers down the back straightaway, sticking that outside groove. Let's see if he can make it stick.
Oh! He's trying to power it up there, but he just doesn't have the grip that Carlson's got on that inside lane.
And
whoa!
The 97 car spins. The 97 car, Roy Aitchison, spins and gets up on the infield wall down the middle of the front straightaway.
Boy, that's got to be a lot of
Still
practice.
trying to find the handle on the race car here in the pit area. Again, making the adjustment to that right front torsion bar. Scott Hansen, a longtime favorite here at the Speedway. Crew putting the tire back on. He'll be back out on the track momentarily.
All right, so he does try to make that adjustment once again, and he makes it back out there. The crew, brand new crew, fresh crew for J.R. Rohrig in the 24 car.
Scott Wimmer in the 25, Larry Middleton in the 71. 8, Eddie Hoffman Jr., 86, Pete Moore, the green's back out!
Wagner tries to stay on the inside, unlap himself.
Of course, on the last time we had a restart, Lemke went to the inside and gave Carlson the outside, but this time Lemke forced to take the outside.
Now Steve Carlson having to contend with Brad Wagner up there to 39 and a little tap to Lemke up there. All right, now those two got clear wind up there. And Carlson now starts his pursuit on the inside of Lemke.
Lemke a little loose coming out of 4 this last time by. He's having to run hard. Maybe using up those tires.
Could be using up those tires, running extremely hard in front of Steve Carlson. 70 laps to go.
Carlson takes a look on the inside down the front straightaway. Carlson seems to like the inside.
Ron Breeze Jr. is right there too, and then it's Haslai and Hoppy. Top 5 cars.
J.R. Roy now beginning to try to put the pressure on the 51 of Brian Hoppy. That's the battle for 5th. J.R. Roy in the red and black 24. Got a little bit loose in the 71. Battle for the point.
And it's still Steve Carlson. He moves it up side by side down the backstretch.
Lefty got a little bit loose. Here comes Carlson. Can he make it stick this time?
Oh, he does by half a car length.
Carlson, your leader in lap 135. Ron Breeze Jr. trying to follow through.
He's trying to just take that clear win, and Lemke goes back to 3rd place, but now Lemke ducks down to the inside.
Lemke says, I think I like it down low a little bit better. Whoa, Lemke a little loose in the corner once again.
He's probably thinking maybe you guys did it, I can do it too.
J.R. Roy on the inside of the 51 of Brian Hoppy. Again, that's the battle for 5th. 138 in the books this time by. And Rory now gets Hoppy in that battle for 5th.
And Scott Hansen still trying to suffer through with those suspension problems and handling problems in a 52 car.
Also seeming to be on the move now is the Lisa Thomas, number 8. Lisa Thomas Milan, number 8 of it. Eddie Hoffman Jr., a past series champion.
Scott Wimmer in a 25 car.
Leader now encountering traffic, and Breeze says, well, I was going to go to the outside.
Hey, inside, outside, we're just going to go all over the place. Lemke tries to stay right up there.
Ron Breeze Jr. now tries to dive to the inside, taking a look. He's all over that rear bumper of Carlson. Meanwhile, J.R. Roaring is on the move, challenging the 87 car of Nathan Haslai. Rory trying to move up into 4th. And problems in turn 1 there. Brian Hoppy had a problem. Hoffman and Hoppy getting together. And it looks like we got this year debris possibly out there in turn number 2. It's on the high side.
It doesn't look like it's real heavy as the 86 car, Pete Moore, picked it up and moved it out of 1. So there is something up there. It's a piece of rubber or something. As Pete Moore picked it up in 1 and moved it all the way to 2.
Now we're staying green right now. We're staying green. Steve Carlson in the black 66 is your leader. 145 laps complete.
Hoppy is trying to hold off Eddie Hoffman.
Hoffman and Hoppy tight together. Hoffman to the inside, Hoppy to the outside. The battle of the H's. The H&H show goes into 3 and 4. And it's Eddie Hoffman taking the spot. At the same time, J.R. Rory moves into 4th spot. We got passes going on all over the place.
No doubt. Lemke now dropping off the pace here as he's moved almost a full front stretch behind 2nd place.
Scott Wimmer in the black 25 is now putting the pressure on the blue and white 51 of Brian Hoppy. Scott Wimmer is on the move.
Eddie Hoffman is moving up, though. He's kind of sleeping back there. Now he's coming up.
The next car that J.R. Rory is setting his sights on in the red and black 24 is the 17. And the 86, Pete Moore getting way high. And the caution comes out.
All right, so the 86 car tags the wall out of...
It's Carlson back, or Scott Hansen back into the pit area. Oh, look out. And having some
He's going to have a stop and go penalty. He is being, he's being held for 1 lap, we understand, because he tried to pull out.
All right, Scott Hansen apparently getting a penalty by the officials from Remax. I assume this, however, could be stand to be corrected as he's going to Torres.
And that penalty was because they created a dangerous situation. They thought the car would make it underneath the air hose. It didn't. The spoiler caught the air hose and the gun.
And green flag, and we're back racing again.
45 laps to go. Steve Carlson, your leader. Whoa, the 17 Lemke a little bit loose in the corner on that restart.
Well, he was pushing it pretty hard for quite a few laps there, so he might be having some tire wear now, and that's playing a factor.
Talk about pushing it. The 8 car of Eddie Hoffman now down on the inside, trying to pick up a spot on the 87 car. One hand line. Eddie Hoffman on the move.
27 car comes back out. He's going to play a part in the lead here very shortly.
158 laps complete. Hoffman to the inside of Hasline. That is the battle for 5th spot.
Well, now Eddie Hoffman's got his eyes set on Lemke in the 17 car, and he's going to pick a spot here soon and see where he goes at.
It's going to be 40 laps to go this next time by in the Coca-Cola 200. The NASCAR Remax Challenge Series Tour.
Eddie Hoffman now goes down to the inside of Lemke, and Hoffman's not going to give Lemke much room to play here.
Todd Weber in the 25 being challenged a little bit by the 42 car of Matt Milan.
Now the 27 car is playing a part up here in the front of the leaders. He's coming around and just a little bit slower, Dan Fredrickson.
And Hoffman has now moved into 4th spot, and Hoppy down on the inside of Hasline, and Hoppy also trying to work on Lemke. I definitely think Lemke has used up his tires for the afternoon.
I think you're right in that case there now. Brad Wagner trying to come on the inside of the 24 car of Roaring. Now Eddie Hoffman really high through corners 1 and 2, but he's all by himself, so maybe he's just trying to find out where he can run.
Well, it's still the Phillips 66, Rob Bardick. Number 66, Steve Carlson, the leader.
And he comes up on that slower traffic of the 20 car. Johnny Spa just screams right out by him, and Spa comes down to the inside.
And Middleton, Hoppy, and Hasline have all gotten past John Lemke on the last lap.
All right, so Lemke's really developing some problems here.
Carlson working the outside, 167 in the book. That's 33 to go.
Scott Hansen, he's ducking down low. He's trying to get those handling problems worked out. He's down a couple of laps now, but he's just trying to run it out there and find out what these adjustments are in his car that he can make. Eddie Hoffman still running in 4th. He's moving up through some of the slower traffic now, trying to find those guys in 3rd place. Eddie Hoffman in the 8 car, running in 4th. He's trying to get around some of the slower traffic.
Hoffman's right around 4 seconds behind your leader.
Tom Powell gave him a signal in the 86 and the 97 car.
Actually, took about a 1/10 of a second off that lead. So Hoffman definitely seems to be running just a little bit quicker than Carlson. But the question is, does he have enough laps? 29 to go.
My, oh my.
Got some lap traffic to work, plus he's got 24 of J.R. Rorik and the 01 of Ron Reese Jr. to get around before he's going to be able to challenge Carlson.
Right. So that could be a challenge yet for Eddie Hoffman, see if he can pull it off.
He would probably appreciate seeing a yellow.
Yes, he would. Because if they, well, but that's if all the slower cars or lap cars would like to go down to the inside, that would help.
25 laps to go, this next time by. 25 to go. The 23rd Annual Spring Classic Coca-Cola 200 for the NASCAR Remax Challenge Series Tour.
car up there playing a part now. Steve Carlson in a 66 car. Gets down to the inside, and they come around, roaring right behind him. One car length behind him.
Traffic right in front of the 8 car of Eddie Hoffman. A new team for Hoffman this year as well.
But he's really pouring it on now. He's coming to the outside. Maybe he's conserved those tires, and he's able to do something later on. You know, there is a lot of strategy in some of these races.
Actually see some pieces of the rubber now getting washed up. Pieces of the tire getting worn away, washed up on the high side.
And also that track's getting a little darker out there.
A lot of traffic now for Carlson as he puts Middleton down a lap, and while they're in that traffic, here comes Ron Breeze Jr.
Ron Breeze Jr. trying to negotiate his way around some of that slower traffic. In and out, high and low.
24, J.R. Rory running in that third spot, then the 8 of Eddie Hoffman.
Matt Milan in a 42 car.
Unofficially, I got the 51 of Brian Hoppy running in 5th, the 87 of Nathan Hasley running 6th. Only unofficial, this is completely unofficial, the top 6 are on the lead lap. Carlson getting ready to see what he can do about the wall, and Hansen hits the wall up there right by the Papa John's pizza sign.
So they don't have those handling problems resolved yet.
That's for sure.
Wide going into 1.
Ryan Hoppy about ready to go down a lap, does go down a lap, and unofficially Hoppy was running 5th.
Lots of traffic up front there for Steve Carlson now.
And Ron Breeze Jr. wants to use that traffic to his advantage. Some smoke beginning to come off the 87, and I don't think it was tire smoke. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Nathan Hasley could be tire smoke, but it seemed like the smoke was evident in more than just the corner.
So he's trying to play with Brian Hoppy out there in the 51 Hasley. We'll see if that develops into anything.
And meanwhile, the 8 car of Hoffman, great smoke. I can tell you definitely that's what that was going in the corner, because he's all over J.R. Roaring, and that's the battle for 3rd. Hoffman tries to take a peek on the outside. Now he takes a peek on the inside as they put Pete Moore down another lap.
10 laps to go this time by.
Hoffman to the inside of J.R. Roaring. Comfortably out in front now is the 66th of Carlson. 0-1 Ron Reese Jr. running 2nd. The biggest battle on the track right now. The black and red 24 J.R. Roaring in the 8 car of Hoffman. Hoffman using every bit of that race car. All kinds of brake smoke every time he goes into the corner.
Matt Milan in a 42 car has got a big push on that too. He's trying to hang on to that car as he comes around. A lot of squirming coming out of 4.
Really seems to be a challenge for him in that turn 4 area now. The track might be just getting a little bit greasy. A little bit too much rubber getting put down for him, and the tires going away just a little bit.
Brad Wagner steps aside there as Eddie Hoffman still trying to work on Roaring in a 24. Now some more slow. Brian Hoppy a little flutter up there in 4.
He's got Roaring and Hoffman in that battle for 3rd right behind him.
My, oh my, the traffic gets tight for Hoffman.
5 laps to go. 5 laps to go.
My, oh my, what an event. So can Steve Carlson hang on to it and make it 6?
Rory got a little bit sideways coming out of 4. He knows he's got a beer full of the 8 car of Hoffman.
And And Hoffman now comes up on the inside. He looks, but he's got to get out of the way of the 20 car. And he's trying to find that way around.
Next time by, it's going to be 2 laps to go. 2 to go. For Steve Carlson in his quest to make it 5 in a row. Whoa! Lumpin giving Roaring a little love tap there in turn number 4 and able to get past him now. White flag is out to your leader, Steve Carlson.
White flag's out, 4 more left-hand turns for him.
Coming through 3 and 4, your winner, the Coca-Cola Classic, 5 in a row, Steve Carlson.
And it's going to be the 0-1 car of Ron Breeze Jr. in second, Eddie Hoffman in third, and the 24 car of J.R. Roaring in fourth. Now that is unofficial from up here in the tower.
Man, oh man, we have seen this quite a few times. Is there any better place to start the Remax Challenge Series season than at the Rockford Speedway?
I'll tell you, I'm really getting to start to like Rockford. I got to thank Hoosier Tires. They're real good tires. And all my sponsors, Left-Hander Chassis, Trop Arctic, and my crew. Good crew, boy. We worked on this car, and we got her to handle pretty good.
Lap 57 off of corner number 4. Somebody had oiled up the track pretty bad, and before they could go yellow, a lot of guys were jostling about and getting a little loose, and you managed to pick up a couple of spots there. One of the cars you got by was a 51. How did that whole chain of events play into your success today?
Well, actually, them cars were kind of stopping there, so I just ducked low to miss them guys, and I actually gained a couple spots.
Not a bad deal indeed. We're going to let you go over and take some pictures. Let's have a nice round of applause for Steve Carlson.
Dean, do you think you can get a word from Ron Breeze Jr.?
We're going to do the trophy presentation with Steve Carlson, representatives from Coca-Cola. We're going to duck over here real quickly and talk to Ron Breeze. Hey, man, second place finish. Pretty good.
Yeah, that ain't too bad for not having a sponsor and being my first day as a car owner again.
I know the 1999 campaign was a difficult one for you, and one that you were disappointed with how it ended. You're back on your own. Does this second place run kind of take away some of the pain from 99?
You bet it does. We always knew we could run good here if we had our own stuff and put our own setups in it. And I think this just proves it. And we'll come back here in the fall and learn what we had missing today, and maybe we can get Steve at the end.
Well, there you go. Let's have a nice round of applause. Second place finisher, Ron Breeze Jr. We're going to slide over here and, after I drop my headset, have a quick word with Eddie Hoffman. She's smoking out of the right front, man.
She's smoking everywhere after that. We pretty well used her up. Coming from back there was a little hard on the car, hard on the driver, probably hard on some of the other guys. Some of that stuff I wasn't the proudest of, but there wasn't a lot of track out there, and a lot of cars were using a lot of track, and had to do what we had to do. We had a faster car.
You started 18th. You mentioned you passed a lot of cars. You started 18th, ended up 3rd. And you put in a lot of work in 200 laps.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, coming here and putting on a show and doing the best we can. It was my fault. I messed up qualifying. I blew the second lap, so I put us back there, and I'm happy for the team, Lisa Thomas guys, Peace Oil, that we can at least get it up here on the podium.
Well, there you go. A podium finish indeed. Eddie Hoffman Jr. 3rd place run, a brand new team.
Lumpin giving Roaring a little love tap there in turn number 4 and able to get past him now. White flag is out to your leader, Steve Carlson.
White flag's out, 4 more left-hand turns for him.
Coming through 3 and 4, your winner, the Coca-Cola Classic, 5 in a row, Steve Carlson.
And it's going to be the 0-1 car of Ron Breeze Jr.
An exciting 200-lap feature race. Steve Carlson wins his 5th in a row Remax race here at the Rockford Speedway. That man's getting the nose way around the racetrack. Scott Hansen, coming back after running the Craftsman Truck Series to short track racing, has handling problems and is in the pit several times. John Linke, who led most of the race, has tires go away. Congratulations to Rick Corso in the Mid-America feature. And also, B.J. Gooden in the Legends cars. for the Remax Challenge Series, Mid-America Sportsman, and the IMAX Legend Cars and Rockford Speedway. This is and Franklin Race Productions. This is Daryl Franklin. We'll see you next time.
Just a little bit slower, Dan Fredrickson. And Hoffman has now moved into fourth spot, and Hoppy down on the inside of Hasly, and Hoppy also trying to work on Lemke. I definitely think Lemke has used up his tires for the afternoon. I think you're right in that case there now. Brad Wagner trying to come on the inside of the 24 car of Roaring. Now Eddie Hoffman really eyed through corners 1 and 2, but he's all by himself, so maybe he's just trying to find out where he can run. Now it's still the Phillips 66, Rob Bardick. Number 66, Steve Carlson, the leader. And he comes up on that slower traffic of the 20 car. Johnny Slaw